NLWN-TV now brings you the In the Dugout show. A look at today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. And now, join us in the dugout.
Good evening and welcome to the NLWN-TV studios. Rick Olson here and welcome to today's edition of In the Dugout, as we're getting ready to bring to you Wisconsin Baseball Association District Pool play with the Eau Claire Cavaliers taking on the Brill Millers from Carson Park in Eau Claire. Now, coming up in this edition of In the Dugout, we'll put a final wrap on the 2021 CRBL season. Then we'll take a closer look at the WBA tournament, especially the district pool play held here in Eau Claire. And following that, we'll get Cavalier manager Ryan Page's perspective on today's game in the Ryan Page Show. Then we'll take a quick look at today's matchup between the Brill Millers and the Cavaliers. Finally, we'll bring you all the play-by-play action of tonight's game from Carson Park in Eau Claire. And we'll do just that coming up right after this brief timeout. You're tuned to In the Dugout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Welcome back to In the Dugout, where we're getting ready to bring you all the action of today's WBA playoff game between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Brill Millers. Now, the Cavaliers come into today's game having just competed in the Chippewa River Baseball League tournament. The Cavaliers earned their way into the tournament as the #1 seed by winning the CRBL North with an 18-2 record. The Osseo Merchants won the CRBL South with a record of 17-3 and were the #2 seed. The third and fourth seeds came out of the CRBL North, with the Tilden Tigers at #3 with a record of 15-5, and the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks were fourth with a 14-6 record. Now, that set up the semifinals on Wednesday, August 4th, with the Merchants playing host to the Tigers and the Cavaliers playing host to the Lumberjacks. Both semifinal games saw the lower-seeded team defeating the higher-seeded team by identical scores of 3-2. That set up a championship game for Saturday, August 7th, with the Tilden Tigers hosting the Chippewa Falls Lumberjack at Casper Park in Chippewa Falls. However, Mother Nature had other ideas. An all-day heavy rain made the field unplayable, and the game needed to be pushed back to Sunday the 8th. In that championship game, Tilden sent P.J. Lakia to the mound, while Chippewa Falls countered by sending Blake Tripler to the hill. The game was scoreless until the third inning, when Lumberjack Nolan Hutzler got on via a two-base error by Tiger pitcher Lakia. Hutzler then scored when Nate Hayes singled to right. Tilden matched that run in the bottom of the third when Tiger Lucas Steinmetz scratched out an infield single. He then scored when Drew Steinmetz singled to left, was misplayed and rolled all the way to the fence. In the fourth inning, Tilden took command of the game in dramatic fashion with leadoff back-to-back home runs over the same part of the fence by Nolan Byer and Dane Wieland. The Tigers continued to add to their lead, finally winning the game 10-3. Congratulations to the Tilden Tigers on being the 2021 CRBL champions. Now, we'll be back right after this timeout to take a look at the setup for the WBA tournament. You're tuned to In the Dugout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to In the Dugout. Today marks the beginning of the Wisconsin Baseball Association Tournament Trail with action in 6 different locations. Each of the 6 district sites is comprised of 2 3-team pools. The winner of each pool will earn the right to compete in the WBA state tournament next weekend in Marshfield and Merrill. Now let's take a look at the CRBL teams in district play. It should be noted that the WBA seeding was completed prior to the CRBL tournament. The Whitehall Wolves will travel as the number 6 seed to the Hagen district. The Eau Claire Bears travel as the number 5 seed to the Hayward district. CRBL champion Tilden Tigers travel as the number 2 seed to the Osceola district. The Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks are the number 3 seed, and the Bloomer Woodticks are the number 6 seed in the River Falls district. The Osseo Merchants are the number 2 seed in the Sparta district. The Eau Claire Cavaliers are the number 1 seed in the Eau Claire district and the only team from the CRBL in that district. Joining the Cavaliers in Pool 1 of the Eau Claire district are today's opponent, the Brill Millers, and the Tri-County Timberjacks. In Pool 2, we find the Holman Features, the Glidden Orioles, and the Plum City Blues. With 2 pools in each district, there will be 12 pool champions going to the state tournament next weekend. They will be reseeded 1 through 12 and broken down into 4 pools for pool play portion of the tournament. That will take place on August 20th and 21st, with the winner of each of the 4 pools meeting in the semifinals and finals on August 22nd, where a WBA state champion will be crowned. Now, coming up next, following this timeout, we'll get Cavalier manager Ryan Page's outlook on today's game in The Ryan Page Show. You're tuned to In the Dugout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Time now for the Ryan Page Show, where Cavalier manager Ryan Page gives us his perspective on today's Cavalier action. And now, the Ryan Page Show.
We're talking with Cavalier manager Ryan Page. And Ryan, last weekend, the Cavaliers competed in the CRBL tournament. How about your comments about how that all evolved?
Well, I mean, it was a really good game. Unfortunately, we were on the short end of it. But hats off to Tilden. They are a good team, and they wound up winning it all.
And, they showed a little bit more power in the championship game and kind of took things under control and walked away with the big hardware. So, last Tuesday, the Cavaliers faced the Marshfield Chaparrals, kind of a tune-up for this weekend. And it's a team that you squeaked by back in June by a 10-9 score. This time the Cavs pretty much dominated the Chaparrals 10-0. Your thoughts about that game?
I was real happy to see what I saw. We played everybody. Everybody got in that was there, so that was good to see. One last final tune-up before the WBA tournament here that starts. And, we threw a bunch of different guys to all get them at least a bullpen work in. And so I was real happy with what I saw. Our pickup player, Will Petrovsky, he looked all right on the mound too. So I think he'll definitely help us out here in this tournament.
Now, tonight, the Cavaliers enter the WBA State District Pool Play as they take on the Brill Millers. What can you tell us about the Millers and how do the Cavaliers match up?
Well, I know we haven't played them yet this year, so just kind of going off of what I've heard and what I've talked to other people about. Sounds like they're a young team. They're going to play some small ball, and they can definitely run the bases pretty well. So, it's going to be up to Paul Petit here tonight to keep them off the bases and keep them close if they get on. And we definitely got to know what we're going to be doing here in bunt situations.
And this is going to be one of those where the defense has got to be on top of their game tonight.
Yes, definitely. I mean, and you can say that just about every game, but this game especially when you're talking about a team that can run and that is fast, you really got to be able to field the ball and throw the ball cleanly, just to get all those guys out running down the line.
That brings up a play that happened last Tuesday that we were talking about as we watched it develop. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about a play that was actually a pretty decent play, but we had a ground ball to second and in a double play situation. Your second baseman elected to tag the runner, and then the throw to first was late. And it looked like he could have just flipped it over to the shortstop at second, and then the throw could have been made to first, and you could have double play. How do you deal with a situation like that?
I mean, that's just instinct. That's up to the second baseman to make, and I have full faith in Cole Leckman making that choice. When he's making that choice, it's a game time decision right as it's happening. So he looked up, saw where the runner was, thought he could quickly tag him out, and he thought that was his best choice.
And like I say, I'm not complaining about a play that was actually a good play.
Right.
Granted, the runner got on a fielder's choice, but he got the lead runner, and that's the primary goal. And so it was a good play. But it just, as we're looking at that, we started wondering, and that's kind of the advantage of being a fan in the stands. You get to wonder about things like that. It's one of the joys of baseball.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's so many decisions that have to be made every single play by the guys that are making them. So, like I said, I trust Cole 100%. If he thought that was the quickest to make, then I trust him with that.
Yeah, now if he'd missed the tag and everybody would have been safe, you might have had words. But that's
Yep.
That's also the luck of baseball. Now this weekend, it's pool play. Can you explain to the fans how this might be a little different from what most people think comes in a tournament situation?
Yeah, the WBA switched this up last year with the COVID happening, and they decided to go to pool play. Before it was just single elimination. So there's 6 teams at each site. Everybody they're put into 2 different pools, and so pool 1 you play the other 2 teams in your pool, and the best team out of that pool will go to state. So for Carson, if we win on Friday night, we move to Sunday, and we'll play. We'll play the Tri-County team on Sunday, and Brill then will play Tri-County on Saturday. So if we lose, though, we play on Saturday and against Tri-County, and then Brill will move to Sunday.
Okay, I hope the fans have their fog lights on, because we were hoping to simplify things, and I'm not sure that. But anyway, the simple solution is come to Carson Park, watch a whole mess of baseball, and if you can't come to Carson Park, tune it in right here, and we'll have a whole mess of baseball, at least all the Cavalier games.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we got a lot of good teams there. Once you get to the WBA, they seed everybody, and they take the top 36 teams that are in the states. So it's definitely going to be good baseball this weekend, and 1 game Friday. There's going to be 3 games at Carson Park on Saturday, and 2 more games at Carson Park on Sunday. So there's definitely going to be a lot of baseball being played. Our board of directors have done a great job in setting this up, and they put a lot of work into it. And even some of us players are going to be working it on Saturday. So see us in the stands. Come say hi.
Well, good luck tonight, Ryan, and let's hope you can accomplish the first step toward winning your spot in the WBA state tournament in Marshfield or Merrill.
All right, thank you very much.
You've been tuned to the Ryan Page Show, with Cavalier manager Ryan Page's outlook on today's Cavalier action. Stay tuned. More in the dugout is coming right up.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them.
Brill and Marshfield. The Cavaliers come into today's game coming off a 10-0 win over the Marshfield Chaparrals. That victory raised their season to 27 wins and 5 losses. Their record in the CRBL was 18-2, which made the Cavs the #1 seed in this weekend's pool play. Now, coming into this weekend, the Cavaliers were being led at the plate by Kendron Gulo, who is hitting at .412, and Mitch Voller, who's swinging the bat at a .402 clip. They're being followed by another 7 players who are hitting .300 or above. On the mound, the Cavaliers are being led by Paul Petit with a record of 8-1 and a 2.33 ERA. He's joined by Carter Hesselman with a 4-1 record and a 2.25 ERA, and Tanner Halverson, who's 4-0 with a 0.00 ERA. Coming into this weekend's action, the Brill Millers have a league record in the Wisconsin Independent League of 6 wins and 4 losses, which earned them a tie for second place in the regular season. They were tied with the Spooner Cardinals and the Hayward Hawks. Both of those teams are also participating in WBA district play at other sites this weekend. Those 3 teams were 1 game behind the league leader Hagen Knights, who are the #1 seed in the Hagen district. So the stage is set for some exciting WBA district pool play, with the Cavaliers taking on the Brill Millers, and we'll have all the play-by-play action for you right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Now, in just a moment, I'll be joining my colleague Dan Petchow at Carson Park in Eau Claire, and we'll bring you all the action of tonight's game. That's coming up next. You've been tuned to In the Dugout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
You've been watching the In the Dugout show with a look at today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. This has been a presentation of NLWN-TV. Stay tuned. Coming up next is live Eau Claire Cavalier baseball.
Being prepared is a part of who you are. But it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749. Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball is on the air. NLWN-TV proudly presents today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. Help us celebrate 50 years of Cavalier baseball as they battle their way through the Chippewa River Baseball League. And now, out to the ballpark for coverage of today's game.
And good evening, and welcome to Carson Park. Rick Olson here along with Dan Petchow. and Moreau is on the switcher, and Cassie Nelson on the camera. We have our full crew here. Look at this, we have a really full crew. We have the Ospreys out in left field. You know, Dan, last night I was watching the baseball game from the Field of Dreams down in Iowa, and yes, it was picturesque and reminiscent of the movie, but they don't have Ospreys out there in left field.
You never know what's out in the cornfield.
Well, that's true. They might have some raccoons out there.
Yeah, right.
And of course, rumor has it the ghosts.
Right,
yeah. And so, I'm getting notes here. Okay. And so we're going to have starting lineups and national anthem coming right after this timeout. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
And we're back here at Carson Park. Starting lineups for tonight's game. Dan, do you have those?
I do. For the Brill Millers, here's their starting. First up will be number 11, Bill Brown, their shortstop. Number 2 batter, number 15, Kirby Brunklick. He'll be playing center field. The third batter will be number 29, Chris Walters. He'll be at left field. Fourth batter will be number 27, Brandon Johns. He'll be playing catcher. Number 5th hitter will be number 17, Hunter Ashland. He'll be pitching. Number 6 batter will be number 34, Jerry Fisk. He'll be DHing tonight. The 7th batter will be number 19, Reed Dietrich. He'll be playing first base. The 8th batter will be number 22, Josh Halverson. He'll be playing right field. And the 9th will be number 1, Todd Brunklick, and he'll be playing second base. For the Eau Claire Cavaliers, their number 1 batter will be number 2, Mitch Voller. He'll be playing left field. Number 10, Zach Stain. He'll be batting second. He'll be playing right field. Third will be number 33, Tyler Herman. He'll be playing DH. Fourth will be number 11, Anthony Pogogazinski. He'll be playing first base. The 5th batter will be number 19, Cole Timon. He'll be catching tonight. The 6th batter will be number 7, Cooper Kapanke. He'll be playing third base. Number 7 batter will be number 47, Gabe O'Brien. He'll be playing center field. 8th batter will be number 6, Cole Leckvin. He'll be playing shortstop. And number 9 hitter will be Carter Hesseman, and he'll be pitching tonight. So Carter Hesseman's taking Paul Petit's spot here at the last second. That's your lineup for tonight's game.
Yeah, somehow, did you say he was batting ninth?
Carter Hesseman.
No.
I had Paul Petit for number 9.
No, let me run through that real quick again. We have Mitch Voller leading off, Zach Stang, then Tyler Herman, Anthony Pogozinski, or Pogo, Cole Timon, Cooper Kapanke, Gabe O'Brien, Jackson Vance, and Cole Leckvin.
Okay. I didn't have Jackson Vance in there.
Well, I'm sure he would be insulted to know that you left him out of there.
All right.
And they're doing the starting lineups right now as we're getting a helicopter on approach to the hospital. And right over the top of us, Mayo 1 making its approach. The wind is almost non-existent, but evidently it's on the right direction. Either that or that might have come from Sacred Heart because it's heading out of town. And now they're doing the Cavaliers starting lineup. We do have a national anthem singer tonight, and that'll be Peter Chumas. This is WBA District Pool Play. And the Cavaliers are in Pool 1 in the Eau Claire District. Joining them in Pool 1 are the Brill Millers. That's tonight's opponent. And also the Tri-County Timberjacks, who the Cavaliers will play either tomorrow or on Sunday, depending on how today's game comes out. And the winner of Pool 1 and Pool 2, the winners of those two pools, will advance to the WBA State Tournament, which is going to be held in Marshfield and Merrill. The teams in the other pool, by the way, are the Holman Features and the Glidden Orioles and the Plum City Blues. So of the 6 teams here today, 2 of them will advance to the state meet. And so now we're going to have the national anthem from Peter Chumas.
Mr. Peter Chumas. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched. We're so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Peter Chumas with our national anthem. And Peter always does a nice job with the national anthem. I've been hearing him sing the national anthem for, well, back in our days when we worked with the Menominee Thunderhawks.
Yeah,
that's before they became the Hudson Thunderhawks. So the Cavaliers out on the field. Carter Hesselman getting ready to take his warm-up pitches and taking a look at the Cavs defensively. Around the infield at third base is Cooper Kapanke. At shortstop, Jackson Vance. Second base, Cole Leckvin. And at first base is Pogo. Out in left field is Mitch Voller. Gabe O'Brien in center. And Zach Stang in right field. Behind the plate is Cole Tyman. And on the mound is Carter Hesselman with a 4-1 record coming into this week and a 2.25 ERA, giving up 37 hits and 40 innings pitched. He's walked 15 and struck out 35. And as Dan mentioned, Hesselman is a last-minute change. We were expecting Paul Petit on the mound tonight. He is here, but there is a last-minute change. You may also see a Cavalier member out there who's not in a Cavalier uniform. He's in an Eau Claire Riverman uniform, and that's because he is the add-on player. Teams are allowed, when they get to WBA play, they're allowed to pick up a player from their league from a team that's not in the playoffs. And the Cavaliers picked up Will Petrosky from the Eau Claire Rivermen for WBA tournament play.
Leading on for the Brill Millers, the shortstop, number 11, Billy Brown.
So leading off for the Brill Millers, that's up in the Rice Lake vicinity. Shortstop Bill Brown. Hesselman toes the rubber. Winds, and we're underway. Swing and a miss for strike one. We get underway at 7:06. And a high hopper. Fielded by Vance. Flip over to first. Not in time. And Brown beats it out. That was a very high hop it took for an infield single. Brings up Kirby Brunklick, the center fielder.
Center fielder, number 15, Kirby Brunklick.
Brown takes his lead at first. Hesselman at the belt. Brunklick squares to bunt, and it goes foul down the third base line. Dan, did you order this beautiful weather for baseball tonight?
Oh, it can't get any better than this.
Folks, if you've got nothing better to do, come on over to the ballpark. We're just barely into the first inning, so a lot of baseball left tonight. The start of a really big weekend of baseball here in Eau Claire. WBA district play, and it's a beautiful night at the ballpark.
Just a slight breeze tonight, I see out there at the flag.
And a bunt. And no play could be made. And Hesselman hustles over to third because nobody was covering that. Kapanke tried to make a diving catch. He missed it, and the ball rolled underneath him, so he couldn't make any play at all.
And third for Brill, left fielder, number 29, Chris Walters.
So we have two men on with nobody out. And it brings up Chris Walters, the left fielder. Swing and a miss for strike one. You can tell by that Walters is not bunting. We were told by Ryan Page that the Millers play some small ball, and we just saw it that last. Now he squared the bunt. He puts it down foul off the plate.
Yeah, that's something we haven't seen all season. I haven't seen too many bunts this season.
Not a lot. The Cavs have attempted anyway. They tend to bunt it foul a lot, but they've been trying. No balls and two strikes now to Walters. Here's the pitch. Check swing, ball gets away from Timon, and the two runners advance. Brown is at third. Brunklick is on second. Walter steps back in. Runners at second and third, nobody out. One ball, two strikes to Walters. And the 1-2 pitch. It's high. Counts even at 2-2. Tell you what, Dan, you've been asking for it all year. This is a good opportunity for a squeeze. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Called third strike. Walters goes down.
Yeah, good pitch by Hesseman there. So.
And that's going to bring Brandon Johns, the catcher. Again, this is still a good suicide squeeze time. Johns is the cleanup hitter. Swing and a miss for strike one. Yeah, he wasn't bunting there. He was swinging for the fences right there. No balls and a strike. Hesselman at the belt. The 0-1 pitch, inside. Counts even at 1-1.
Yeah, looks like they're going to try to get one in the outfield.
And the 1-1 pitch. That's right down the middle, Water Street. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's the pitch. A little bit high for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Hesselman at the belt. 2-2 pitch. Chopper out to second. Leckman picks it up, throws it over to first for the out. In to score is Brown. So the Brill Millers take a 1-0 lead in the top of the first inning.
Batting fifth, the pitcher, number 17.
That's going to bring the pitcher, Hunter Ashland. And the pitch is a strike called over the outside corner. Run click on third. And the pitch is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 down. Run click at the belt. And the pitch is outside. No, he called it a strike. And Hesselman's 1-2 pitch. Chop, foul, out of play on the third base side.
That ball brought to you by the Gold Coffee House, located at 336 Water Street.
Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that one misses for a ball. And that one's foul over on the third base side. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's outside. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 1 on, 1 in. Hesselman at the belt. Payoff pitch, swung and a miss for strike 3. So for the Brill Millers, they get 1 run on 2 hits, no Cavalier errors, and 1 man left on base. We played a half inning. It's the Brill Millers 1 and the Eau Claire Cavaliers coming to bat. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
If you've been admiring the freshly groomed look of a baseball field, or the stunning appearance of a golf course, remember you too can have a lawn with the same beauty by simply calling Midwest Environmental Consultants. Their professional lawn care experts can bring your lawn to its full beauty and appearance. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 715-586-1302. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants help make your lawn the showplace of the neighborhood.
And Rick Olson here along with Dan Petchow. And we're getting ready for the bottom half of the first inning. Leading off, well, for the Cavaliers, due up for the Cavaliers. Mitch Voller, Zach Stang, and Tyler Herman. And Dan, we saw a pretty good example that first inning of how the Brill Millers like to play small ball.
Yeah, the Cavs are going to have to bring in their infield a little bit, I think, here in the... We'll see how long that they go with the small ball, but...
Well, you know, as soon as you bring in the infield, that's when they stop and they can get the balls to poke through the holes that are in that infield when you bring them in. But that's all part of the strategy of baseball.
A little bit in, a little bit out.
It looks like Ashland likes to work from the stretch. He's a left-hander. And they're just about to send it down to second base. So that's going to bring up Mitch Voller for the Cavs. Voller is hitting .402. Yes, Ashland works from the belt. And the pitch is outside for ball one. Got away from the catcher, Johns, for a moment there. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch is swung and a miss for strike one. Counts all even at 1-1. Here's the wind and the fire. Swinging and a miss for strike two. That was more of a half-hearted swing that it looks like Voller wasn't sure he really wanted to that time. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Again, not a real committed swing there. That's going to bring up Zach Stang. Stang hitting .394.
Number 10, Zach Stang.
Here's the wind and the fire. Inside for ball one. Stang the lefty. Lefty versus lefty here. Ashland's pitch. That one's over the outside half of the plate for a strike. And the 1-1 pitch is in. Oh, he called it for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off on the left side. Count holds at 1-2. One down, nobody on. Cavs trailing 1-0. We're in the bottom of the first. Here's Ashland's pitch. That's low for a ball. Counts even at 2-2. Ashland looks in for the sign, and the 2-2 pitch is in the dirt and outside. Count is full to Zach Stang. And the payoff pitch. Line shot out into left field, drifting back and making the catch is Walters. Stang made good contact, but Walter, it was pretty much right at Walters. He had to just drift back and reach up and make the catch. That's going to bring up Tyler Herman. And Herman is currently the leading hitter for the Cavaliers, batting .417. He's a designated hitter tonight. Pitch is outside for ball one. As we were talking before the game, Tyler Herman is the leading hitter. He's also the leading hittee. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball two.
Hopefully all those bruises have healed by now.
I hope so. Herman with a very open stance. High pop up into shallow center field. Coming in is Brunclick, and he makes the catch. So for the Cavaliers, 3 up and 3 down. We've completed one with Brill Millers leading the Cavs 1-0. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
And we're back here at Carson Park. And Rick Olson along with Dan Petchow. A little bit of tournament action. WBA tournament action. This is all part of pool play. So we head into the top of the second inning. Due up for the Miller are Jerry Fisk, Reese Dietrich, and Josh Halverson.
Leading off for the Millers in the top of the second, the designated hitter, number 34, Jerry Fisk.
So Jerry Fisk steps in. Halverson into the wind, and the pitch is inside for ball one. And the pitch, swing and a miss. The 1-1 pitch inside. Here's the wind and the 2-1 pitch. Josh missed outside. Count goes to 3-1. Halverson winds, Hesselman winds, and the pitch was high for ball four. That's going to bring up Reese Dietrich. Dietrich's the first baseman. Here's the pitch, squares to bunt, and it caught the outside corner for strike one. Kapanke playing in on the grass at third. Charges to the mound. Pitches outside for a ball. One ball, one and strike. Trying to move the runner over. Swing and a miss for strike two. That time he's going to try and cross up Kapanke, who is playing in on the grass. Try and hit it to the opposite field just past him. Kapanke back even with the bag now. Pitches outside, counts even at 2-2. It's going to be one of those games full of batting strategy, isn't it? Hesselman at the belt. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike three. That's strikeout number 3 for Carter Hesselman. Brings up Josh Halverson, the right fielder.
Number 22, Josh Halverson.
This is a different strategy than I've seen all season.
That one's fouled off on the right side. Yeah, it's actually kind of refreshing because it's a very old ball style. Get the runner on, then try to move him over by bunting and whatever you can. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. No balls and 2 strikes to Halverson. Here's the pitch. Just a little low. One ball, 2 strikes. Fisk at first. Pitch is high. Counts even at 2-2. Hesselman at the belt. Now the 2-2 pitch. It's high. Count goes full. Hesselman takes the sign at the stretch and the pitch. And it's a called third strike to Josh Halverson. Strikeout number 4 for Hesselman. And that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Todd Brunklick. He's the second baseman. At least this time when I said he was the number 9 hitter, my camera person and my switcher didn't start arguing with me about it. As they did when we were up in Chip. That pitch goes behind Brunklick. Throw it on to second, and I think they got him. They did. They got him at second. So Fisk is put out 2-4 for the third out of the inning. Brunklick will come up in the third inning with a fresh count. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We've completed an inning and a half, and it's the Brill Millers 1 and the Cavs nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
Back here at Carson Park, Rick Olson here, along with Dan Petschow and Ann Monroe, Cassie Nelson. Yeah, the little woo in the background there. Cassie's excited. She's enjoyed this baseball season. Because it's kind of winding down for us here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Cavs have a game either tomorrow or Sunday, depending on how this one turns out. And that will be our final broadcast. We don't have the rights to do the WBA state tournament.
Leading off the bottom of the second for the Cavaliers, the first baseman, number 11.
But we'll take you through the district pool play. And leading off the second inning for the Cavs is Anthony Pogodzinski. Pogo is batting .349. Couple of home runs. Here's the pitch. High fly ball to right field, but not too deep in play. And out goes second baseman Brunklick, and he makes the catch. That'll bring up Cole Timon, the catcher. Timon batting .213.
Number 19, Cole Timon.
Hunter Ashland on the mound, and his first pitch is outside for a ball. Ashland at the belt and the pitch. And that's a called strike right down the middle of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ashland looks in. And the pitch is high for a ball. Infield playing back a little for Timon. Second baseman Brunklick out in the outfield grass. High pop-up, foul out of play.
That ball is brought to you by Big Illegal.
Yeah, Brunklick's about 15 to 20 feet out into the outfield grass at second base. Brown, the shortstop, is right back at the edge of the dirt on the infield. Pitch is low for a ball. 3 balls and a strike. Infield pretty much, or outfield pretty much straight away. Here's the wind in the fire. That's high for ball 4. Cole Timon takes the free pass. That's going to bring up Cooper Kapanke. The third baseman is hitting .375.
96 for the Cavaliers, the third baseman, number 7, Cooper Kapanke.
Panke's got a home run. He's got 9 doubles. Here's the pitch. It gets away from Johns, and down to second goes Cole Timon. So the Cavs have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Here's the pitch. It's low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Kapanke ahead in the count. Ashland wheels and deals. That one's in the dirt for ball 3. On deck is Gabe O'Brien. Ashland looks over at second. And the 3-0 pitch is low for ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Cooper Kapanke. That's 2 straight walks for Ashland. That's going to bring up Gabe O'Brien. And Johns is going to go out and have a little chat with Hunter Ashland.
Hitting 7 for the Cavaliers, center fielder, number 47, Gabe O'Brien.
So O'Brien getting ready to step in. He's got 7 RBI on the season. Now we have another little bit of a chat going on. Todd Brunklick came in to have something to say. Here's the pitch. That was low for a ball. That's at least 6 pitches in a row. Here's the pitch outside for a ball. Hunter Ashland having a lot of trouble finding the strike zone right now. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's high for ball 3. And here's the pitch. And that's a called strike at the knees. 3 balls, 1 strike to Gabe O'Brien. Cavs have runners at first and second. Timon's at second. Throw out there. And Timon's back safely. Not sure that shortstop Brown is safely back there as he went tumbling over. Kapanke at first. Timon takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Ground ball foul down the first baseline.
That ball brought to you by Brill.
Gabe O'Brien with some thoughts on that one about sneaking one past the bag. That would have gone for extra bases possibly. Here's the pitch. And it's ball 4. That's 3 straight walks for Hunter Ashland. Okay, the Brill Millers have rolled the corners up. They want to try to get it out at the plate. 1 out, bases loaded. Cavaliers with a serious threat here in the second. Pitch is high for a ball. And I'll guarantee the Cavaliers aren't going to swing until they have a called strike. With Ashland having this much trouble hitting the strike zone. That pitch is high and away. Two and 0 is the count. Bases loaded. Here's the wind and the fire. High and away. Ball 3. Jackson Vance.
That puts action in their bullpen. And
heading down there is Jer Fisk. That pitch is a strike. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Payoff pitch to Vance. Fouled off into the net. Count remains 3-2. Timon at third. Kapanke at second. O'Brien at first. All of them got free passes. Jackson Vance digs in. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3. That's 2 down, and it's going to bring up Cole Lekvin, the number 9 hitter for the Cavs. Lekvin's hitting .250 on the season. He's walked 12 times. Has a pop foul on the right side.
That ball brought to you by Cavaliers Sports. Located 3015 East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire.
Ashland with the pitch. That one's low for a ball. Counts even at 1-1. Cavs would really like to take advantage of this bases loaded situation. The 1-1 pitch. Inside. Two balls and one strike to Cole Leckman. Ashland fires. Pop up out into right field. Could be trouble. It falls in. One run's in. A second run coming in. And he's safe. And Leckman checks in at second. So Leckman gets 2 RBI. As Timon and Kapanke came in to score, O'Brien is on third, Leckman on second. We go back to the top of the order with 2 out. And Mitch Voller stepping up to the plate. Voller struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch, inside. And the pitch is outside. Ball 2. Jer Fisk still warming up down in the bullpen for the Brill Millers. Here's the pitch. Pop foul just over the press box. Here's the wind and the fire. Inside. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. And the pitch is outside for ball 4. Bases loaded again. O'Brien on third, Leckman on second, Voller on first, and brings up Zach Stang. Stang flew out to left field, way back to nearly the warning track his last time up. Here's the pitch. Caught the outside corner for a strike. That's opposite field for Stang. He's the left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two down, bases loaded. Ashland with the pitch. Another fly ball down left field, foul out of play.
That ball brought to you by Madison Street Auto. Located at 430 East Madison Street, Eau Claire.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Zach Stang, 2 down, bases loaded. Here's the wind and the fire. It's high for ball 2. Counts all even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 in. Bases loaded. And the 2-2 pitch. Fouled straight back into the net. Count holds at 2-2.
That ball brought to you by Lake County Golf. Located 2196 110th Street, Chippewa Falls.
Ashland takes a look over at third. And the 2-2 pitch, fouled straight back again. Good at bat for Stang. It's hanging tough. It's what you call guarding the dish. If it's anywhere near, you try to foul it off if it's something you don't like. Ashland at the belt. The 2-2 pitch. Inside, ball 3. And the count goes full. It'll be traveling time for the 3 runners on base. Ashland at the belt. Runners take off. Here's the pitch. Pop foul out of play. Have to go all the way back. Pitch Fowler was already on second. Ashland at the belt. And again, the runners take off. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled out of play on the left side. I wasn't counting, but I think that's about 5 straight foul balls. Here's the pitch. At just a little nubber, it was off the dirt. Foul. Catcher Johns went out and barehanded it, but it did go off the dirt first. Count holds it 3-2. 2 down. Runners take off. Fouled straight back into the net. Dan was ready to get that. I saw your lightning quick reflexes on that, Dan.
Yeah, there's a little ledge right below me, and I thought for sure it was going to come up on that.
And I know that your arms are long enough, I might have to hold on to your belt. Here's the pitch, and it's ball 4, so it walks in a run. It's an RBI for Stang. Gabe O'Brien comes in to score, making it Cavs 3 and the Millers 1. That brings up Tyler Herman, who flew out to center his last time up. Here's the pitch. It's high for a ball. Jer Fisk is finished warming up down in the bullpen, so I'm assuming he's ready to come in if needed. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. And the pitch is high. Three balls and no strikes. Tyler Herman should be taking on this. Here's the pitch. It's inside and it gets away, ball 4. And another run comes in. And we have time being called. Heading out is Mike Ashland, the manager, and I think we're going to have a little pitching change going on. While they get that taken care of, we'll take this time out, and we'll have it all figured out for you when we come back. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh boy.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
And playing center field, he's 1700 Ashland.
Okay, so we have on the mound is Jer Fisk. Hunter Ashland goes out to center field. And at third base, is Kirby Brunklick.
Playing third base, number 11.
Oh, I take that back. Third base is Bill Brown. And at shortstop is Brunklick. And stepping in for the Cavs is Pogo. He started this inning. He's the 10th hitter of this inning. And he lines that one foul out of play on the left side. Pogo popped out to start the inning to the second baseman out in shallow right field. He's playing back out in shallow right field still. Pogo fouls that one back off on the right side. Bases are still loaded. Hunter Ashland went an inning and 2/3, gave up 4 runs. All 4 were earned. Doesn't help that he walked 6 last inning. Or this inning, I should say. He did have 2 strikeouts on the game. 1 ball and 2 strikes for Pogo. Swing and a miss for strike 3. But the Cavaliers do some damage. They get 4 runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and they left 3 on base. So we've completed 2, and it's the Cavaliers 4, and the Brill Millers 1. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Hey Raccoon, where you off to in such a hurry?
I'm getting out of here. I heard that the family who owns this place just hired Western Wisconsin Animal Damage Control.
No. Not Western Wisconsin Animal Damage Control. Why, the last place they were at, all the animals like us disappeared and were never heard from again.
Right. That's why I'm leaving.
Honey, gather the kids. We've got to go.
Got animal pests? Let Western Wisconsin Animal Damage Control handle your problem. Call them at 715-832-1640. That's Western Wisconsin Animal Damage Control.
All right, we're back here at Carson Park. And Dan, you were saying something about that last pitch when they were trying to strike Pogo out.
Yeah. So I was just thinking back right now. Back in the day when my dad got me into pitching, he always wanted me to throw the knuckleball. And the last 2 pitches were knuckleballs. The first one didn't hit the target very well, but the second one was good for striking out Pogo. So,
well, and that's a hard pitch to hit because it's dancing all over the place because there's no spin on the ball.
Yeah, you just don't know what it's going to do. And it doesn't matter if you're pitching or if you're hitting. You just don't know.
Or if you're catching.
Right,
Catchers hate it.
Yeah, just something different this year.
So Carter Hesselman heads out for the 3rd inning. Leading off will be Todd Brunklick, who was up at bat when Jer Fisk was thrown out at second on a ball that got past Timon. Timon ran back to pick it up and fired down to second immediately, and they got Fisk. The ball got there just as Fisk was starting to drop into his slide, and the ball came down right into the tag. So Brunclick is up. And the first pitch is a strike on the outside half of the plate. Hesselman winds. 0-1 pitch, outside for a ball. One ball and one strike. Here's the pitch. Ground ball through the hole out into left field. Well, stabbed by Vance. He throws it over to first, but no chance on the play. It's an infield hit. But Jackson Vance surely kept him to a single.
Good job, Todd. Let's go, Billy.
That's going to take us back to the top of the order. Bill Brown, who got on an infield hit. It was a real high hop that it took. It was fielded by Vance, but they had no chance on a play. Here's the pitch. He squares to bunt and bunts it foul down the first base line. This seems to be modus operandi for the Millers. They get a runner on first, and they try to bunt him over. Here's the pitch. Bunted out towards Hesselman. He picks it up, throws over to first for the out. So it's a sacrifice bunt, 1-3 on the put out. It moves Brunclick over to second. And Kirby Brunclick comes up. He's now the shortstop. Hesselman pitches, and it's a strike over the outside corner. No balls, one strike, one on, one out. Here's the pitch. That one gets away from Timon. And heading over to third is Todd Brunclick. So the Millers have a runner on third with one out. Kirby Brunclick bunted for a single his first time up. Here's the pitch. High and away for a ball. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out into left field. Voller coming in, makes the catch, and it's not deep enough for anybody to think about advancing. That's going to bring up Chris Walters with 2 down. Walters went down looking his last time up. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, foul. Nice fielding play out there. Mike Ashlin out there in the third base coach's box made a nice scoop. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Todd Brunclick over on third for the Brill Millers. Carter Hesselman at the belt. Pitch is low for a ball. Counts even at 2-2. Hesselman looks over at third. The 2-2 pitch. Chopped foul. And another nice scoop out there by Mike Ashland. He's enjoying it out there. Big grin on his face after he scooped that one up. Pitch to Walters. Chopper foul. And the count holds at 2-2. And the pitch. This is a ground ball foul. Down that third base line. Kapanke wisely waited to field it till it went foul. They had no chance on a play at the plate or at first.
Quick shout out to our Florida viewers today. We always have
our interstate crowd.
That's right.
There's the stretch and the pitch. High pop up out into shallow center field. Jackson danced back over to make the catch. So the Millers bat around a leadoff single, and we get no runs on one hit, no errors, and one left. We've played 2.5, and it's the Cavaliers 4 and the Brill Millers 1. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Let NLWN-TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ball game. It's WBA District playoff time as the Cavaliers take on the Tri-County Timberjacks from Carson Park either tomorrow or Sunday depending on the results of this game. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show 20 minutes before the first pitch. That's live Cavalier baseball on tomorrow or Sunday on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You know, Dan, that's just plain rude what happened out there just now. Poor Jer Fisk is out there taking his warm-up pitches. The catcher throws it over his head, and he's got to go back and pick it up. You're just not supposed to do that for the pitcher, are you?
No respect at all.
Two up for the Cavaliers in the bottom half of the third inning. We have Cole Timon, Cooper Kapanke, and Gabe O'Brien. All three of them walked in the last inning. Pretty common experience that last inning. 10 batters. 6 of them walked, 1 doubled, and the other 3 made outs. There's a high pop up into center field. Back to field it is Brunklick. Or check that. That's Ashland out there now. That's Hunter Ashland. Brings up Cooper Kapanke. There's a ground ball to short. That's Brunklick, picks it up, throws it over to first, and they got Kapanke. That brings up Gabe O'Brien.
Center fielder, Gabe O'Brien.
And the first pitch is a strike called. And the pitch goes to 2-1. And a high pop that lands. Actually, went off the dirt. It was a high hopper. That was what I was trying to say. And they didn't have a play. So Gabe O'Brien is on with an infield hit. And that'll bring up Jackson Vance. Of the 10 hitters, Vance is one of 2 of them in the last inning that struck out. And here's the pitch. He lines it out into right center field. That finds the gap. It's going to go out to the warning track. Coming around third is O'Brien. He's being waved into the plate. Here comes a throw, and they got him. They got Gabe O'Brien trying to score from first. They'll give Jackson Vance credit for a double. So the Cavaliers end up with no runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on base. After 3, it's Cavaliers 4 and the Brill Millers 1. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
It happens to everyone eventually. Your computer goes on the fritz. Fear not, Slayton's Technology Services can help. When your computer decides to not cooperate, it can be very frustrating. Let Slayton's Technology Services keep you from wanting to drive your computer right off a cliff. Slayton's Technology Services supports business of all sizes. They offer assistance with managed anti-malware, encrypted email, fast tech support, data backup, and recovery, and more. Call Slayton's Technology Services at 715-864-2833 and get the IT help you desire. Slayton's Technology Services is the official IT service for the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
Now let me straighten out this playoff information for you and our coverage thereof. If the Cavaliers win tonight, NLWN-TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network will bring you the Cavaliers taking on the Tri-County Timberjacks from right here at Carson Park on Sunday morning. Yeah, it'll be Sunday morning. The In the Dugout show gets things started at 10:40 on both NLWN-TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Now, if the Cavs should happen to lose tonight, then we'll bring you the Cavs taking on the same Tri-County Timberjacks, but it'll be tomorrow afternoon. The In the Dugout show will get things started at 3:40, and that'll be on both NLWN-TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Leading off the 4th inning for the Brill Millers is Brandon Johns, the catcher. Hesselman into the wind and his pitch, and it's called strike at the letters on the outside corner. Hesselman winds and fires. Strike 2 called. Brandon Johns grounded to second his first time up. There's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Hesselman threw 3 of them right on the outside corner. Brandon Johns didn't like it, but he goes and takes a seat on the bench. That's going to bring up Hunter Ashland, who's now playing out in center field. Ashland struck out his first time up. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 5 strikeouts so far for Carter Hesselman. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one's fouled off into the net. Here's the wind and the fire outside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hesselman trying to play with the outside corner. That one got away from him a little bit, but still a good idea. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Oh, they thought they had him that time. Just missed outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Timon thought he had that one framed. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. So the count goes full. Here's the payoff pitch. Pop up. Kapanke drifts back into foul territory, makes the catch. For out number 2. That brings up the pitcher, Jer Fisk.
The pitcher, Jer Fisk.
Here's the wind. And Fisk sends it out to shallow right field. Back is Lekvin. He makes the catch. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We've completed 3.5, and it's the Cavaliers 4 and the Millers 1. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Hey Raccoon, where you off to in such a hurry?
I'm getting out of here. I heard that the family who owns this place just hired Western Wisconsin Animal Damage Control.
No. Not Western Wisconsin Animal Damage Control. Why, the last place they were at, all the animals like us disappeared and were never heard from again.
Right. That's why I'm leaving.
Honey, gather the kids. We've got to go.
Got animal pests? Let Western Wisconsin Animal Damage Control handle your problem. Call them at 715-832-1640. That's Western Wisconsin Animal Damage Control.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again. But an awkward silence can be a great thing, like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Back here at Carson Park, Cavs take a 4-1 lead into the bottom of the 4th inning. And due up for the Cavs, we have Cole Lekvin coming back to the plate. He doubled his last time up. He'll be followed by Mitch Fowler and Zach Stang. Here's the wind and the pitch. Chopper over to third. Scooped and thrown over to first. Brown over to Dietrich for the out. That brings up Mitch Fowler. Fowler is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up, walked in the 2nd inning. Part of those 6 walks that they gave up. First pitch is low for a ball. Here's the wind and the 1-0 pitch fouled back out of play on the right side. One ball and 1 strike. Fisk delivers and swung on a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Here's the pitch from Fisk. Fowler way out in front of it, but he tipped it foul. Count holds at 1-2. I see what you're saying, Dan.
His pitch?
Yes.
I'm thinking it's a knuckleball.
I'm thinking you might be right, because it sure got some hitters handcuffed. That was a fastball that Fowler fouled back. 1-2 still. Here's the pitch. Fowler grounds it over to third. Scoop by Brown. Throw over to first. Oh, and it was a bang-bang play at first. And Fowler's called out. That was really close. That's going to bring up Zach Stang. Stang is 0 for 1. He flew out to left his first time up and then walked in that marathon second inning. This one's pop foul out of play on the left side. And the pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the wind and the 1-1 pitch. Just missed outside. That was pretty close. 2 balls and a strike. And it's pop foul out of play on the left side. Into the bleachers.
Reminder, the rest of you return that foul ball to the Cavaliers senior stand where we see the $1 token. Quick release at the senior stand.
And the pitch. Fly ball out into left field, drifting over is Walters, and he makes the catch. So for the Cavaliers, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We've played 4, and it's the Cavaliers 4 and the Brill Millers 1. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
If your estate is not looking quite estate-like, let Midwest Environmental Consultants Landscape Design and Construction Team bring your estate up to snuff. Their professional experts can design and install retaining walls, brick patios, foundation planting beds, and so much more. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 715-586-1302. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants help make your estate the showplace of the neighborhood.
Due up for the Brill Millers are Reese Dietrich, Josh Halverson, and Todd Brunklick. Dietrich struck out his first time up. And here's the pitch. Called strike over the outside corner. And here's the pitch. Fly ball out into center field. Drifting in is Gabe O'Brien. He makes the catch. One down. That'll bring up Josh Halverson. Halverson went down looking his first trip to the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 5 strikeouts in 4+ innings. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He chased that high fastball. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He goes down swinging. Strikeout number 6 for Hesselman. 6 strikeouts in 4 2/3 innings. That's a pretty nice day's work already. Todd Brunclick is coming up. He singled out into shallow left field. And the first pitch is a called strike. That single was kind of right between Vance and Voller. One ball and 1 strike to Brunclick. Here's the pitch. It's outside. 2-1. Esselman into the wind. And the 2-1 pitch. In the dirt. Count goes to 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 down. Nobody on. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Cavs on top, 4-1. Todd Brunclick, the number 9 hitter, swinging a ground ball to Kapanke at third. He turns, fires over to first. It pulled Pogo off the bag, and Pogo couldn't make the tag. That's going to be an error on Kapanke on the throw. So Todd Brunclick is on both times that he's been up. That's going to bring up Bill Brown with 2 down. Brown's 1 for 1. He had an infield single his first time up. Swinging a pop-up. Pogo over in foul territory. Comes in and he makes the catch. So it's a pop foul to Pogo. For the final out of the inning. So we have no runs, no hits, 1 Cavalier error, and 1 left on base. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Pardon me, folks. Is that the Chattanooga Choo-Choo?
No, sir. But you can ride it this time.
That's right. This is the Chippewa Valley Railroad located in Carson Park. Hop on and take a ride through scenic Carson Park on Sundays from noon to 5, Memorial Day through Labor Day. Ride the Chippewa Valley Railroad. It's fun for the whole family.
Hey, and we still have tickets to give away on the Chippewa Valley Railroad. The Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV has your tickets to ride. That's right, we're giving away to a lucky winner 2 youth tickets during each Cavalier game that we broadcast. Simply enter by emailing us at info@northernlightwebcasting.com. You see it right there on the screen. That's info@northernlightwebcasting, that's all one word, .com. The drawing will be held on Sunday, regardless of how this game comes out. The drawing for this one will be held on Sunday. It will be the next to the last pair of tickets we have available to give away. So make sure you get those emails into us, get some tickets, take some kids on a train ride. They'll have a blast. Now, leading off for the Cavaliers in the bottom of the 4th, check that, the bottom of the 5th, is Tyler Herman. Herman's 0 for 1, and the first pitch is low for a ball. He flew out to center his first time up and then walked in that 2nd inning. And the pitch is outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Herman steps in. Here's the pitch. And that one got him. There he goes again. Tyler Herman. With, now it's an even dozen times that he's been hit by the pitch. He is president of the Tyler Herman Batting University, where the philosophy is, if you can't hit the ball, let the ball hit you. That brings up Pogo with a runner on first, nobody out. He swings and fouls it off the left side.
That foul ball brought to you by 32 Brooklyn.
That ball that hit Herman that time tried to unbutton his shirt. It was right there on the shirt as it was hanging out. That pitch is inside on Pogo. Counts even at 1-1. And here's the pitch. That's that knuckleball you're talking about right there, Dan. And it caught the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's low for a ball. That was his fastball. Which after the knuckleball, that fastball looks a lot faster. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Pogo. Here's the pitch. Chopper over onto the right side. It's going to be a race to the bag. And just barely beating Pogo over to the bag was Dietrich. So it's going to go down as a 3 unassisted. And it moves Tyler Herman over to second base. That brings up Cole Timon. He's also 0 for 1 with a walk and then a fly out to center. Here's the first pitch to Timon, is quite a bit outside that time. And the wind and the fire. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on. That's a great poker hand. 4 aces. There's the 1-1 pitch. Inside for ball 2. And the pitch. That one's fouled back. Counts even at 2-2. Cooper Kapanke on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a called third strike. Cole Timon goes down looking. That's the 4th Cavalier to strike out. That brings up Cooper Kapanke. 0 for 1. Walked his first time up and then grounded to short. Swing and a miss by Kapanke for strike 1. Herman on second. 2 down. There's the pitch. Swing and chop foul down the third baseline.
That foul ball brought to you by H1 Golf.
Jer Fisk at the belt. And the 0-2 pitch is outside. One ball, 2 strikes. Swung on foul down the third baseline.
That foul ball brought to you by Big Oak Coffee.
Count remains 1-2. Fisk at the belt and the pitch. It's outside. Evens the count up at 2-2. Heard a dog bark when Cooper was getting ready to come up. His family has the cutest 2 little black puppies. I don't remember what kind they said they were. I'm looking over here at Ann. She was sitting right next to me when we were meeting those little dogs. And yeah, I don't remember what they were called, but they are just cute as can be. And I'm sure that's who was cheering for Cooper. Here's the pitch, swung and fouled back. Count remains 2-2. And I hear the Cooper Kapanke fan club hollering for him down there. This gets the belt. 2-2 pitch. Lined and caught by the shortstop, Kirby Brunklick, for the 3rd out of the inning. So for the Cavaliers, they have no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
Hey fans, I want to remind you to join NLWN-TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network on Friday, August 20th as we kick off the high school football season when we bring you the Colfax Vikings taking on the Whitehall Norse. Coverage on the 20th begins with Viking pregame at 6:40 on both the Northern Light Webcasting Network and the NLWN-TV. I would ask Dan a question right now, but he's got a mouthful of bananas, so I think I better not do that. But I know he's pretty excited about that too. Football rolling around. My goodness, Packer preseason starts tomorrow night. And there have been a couple of preseason games already on. And for preseason games, they were actually pretty entertaining last night. Saw the New England Patriots end up victorious over the Washington football team. All right, leading off, Kirby Brunklick. Grounds it out to second. Lekvin scoops, throws over to first, and they got him. It was a pretty close bang-bang play, but they got him 4-3. So it's going to bring up Chris Walters. Walters is 0 for 2. Went down looking and then popped out to short. To short. Here's the wind, and the first pitch is a little high. So yeah, Dan, we got football coming up.
Man, just around the corner already.
A week from tonight. Pitch is outside. And Walters takes that one for a called strike on the inside corner.
Sports under the lights.
Hey, Friday Night Lights, you bet. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's in the dirt. You know, I was noticing the other night when I was over here watching the Cavs play that the outfield appears a little bit darker than usual, and I see why. The light pole that has the osprey nest is not on.
Sure.
That one's fouled back right off the press box to the left or to the right of us.
Yeah, I wonder if they do that for the
osprey. I don't know.
I guess they gotta sleep too.
Could end up with some hard-boiled osprey eggs if you're not careful.
That's right.
That pitch is inside, and Walters takes the walk. Runner on first with one out. Brings up Brandon Johns. Johns is 0 for 2. Grounded to second and went down looking. And the pitch is over the inside corner for a called strike. He's at the belt. Hesselman delivers. Check swing low for a ball. One ball, one strike. There's the pitch. That's high. There's the next pitch is a little bit high. Count goes to 3-1 with one out. Hesselman at the belt and the pitch. And that's a called strike over the inside corner. Throw down to first, and Walters gets back in. Count is now full to Brandon Johns. Walters takes his lead at first. And the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled off on the right side. Three balls, two strikes, one out. Runner on first. And the payoff pitch. That one again is fouled off on the right side, almost exactly where the other one went. Hesselman at the belt. And the payoff pitch. This one's laced out into center field for a base hit. O'Brien gets it back into the infield quickly as Walter stops at second. Johns at first. 2 on, 1 out. That'll bring up Hunter Ashland. Ashland is 0 for 2. Struck out and then hit a pop foul to Kapanke. Just foul of third base. And someone takes a look at second. And the pitch, swing and a miss for strike one. Here's the stretch and the pitch. A liner out into center field. It's going to fall in for a base hit. Gabe O'Brien picks it up, and the runners just move up one base each. So the bases are loaded with 1 out. And that brings up the pitcher, Jer Fisk. Ryan Page on the top step of the dugout. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. Fisk is 0 for 1. He walked his first time up, then popped out to second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two. Corners are playing in for the Cavaliers. And it's a high pop-up in foul territory. Pogo moves over to make the catch, and he does. So it's a pop foul to Pogo at first. That's going to bring up Reese Dietrich, 0 for 2. Struck out and flew out to center field. But now with 2 outs, the infield goes back to regular depth. And the first pitch is outside and almost, it's snow coned on Timon's glove. That would have allowed a run. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners take their leads. And there's a pitch right down the middle of Barstow Street. Here's the pitch. Lofts it out into left field. Coming in is Valerie, slides and makes the catch. As Jackson Vance was leaping over the top of him, Mitch Voller slides underneath and makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no Cavalier errors, and bases were left loaded. We've completed 5.5, and it's the Cavaliers 4 and the Brill Millers 1. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
We're back here at Carson Park. Rick Olson, Dan Petchow, Ann Monroe, Cassie Nelson, and another woo out of the corner over there. And we also want to take this moment to also welcome on board our newest member of our staff, a new play-by-play announcer for us, Ethan Bartles. And Ethan will be joining us for some Colfax Viking football. And also we're trying to make arrangements to pick up more Colfax Vikings boys basketball. And Ethan will be a big part of that if that all works out. So hopefully that'll all happen. He seems to be pretty excited. I know we're pretty excited to have him. So if you hear a different voice other than mine, please don't be disturbed. She goes, Ann goes, because it'll be Dan. No, it'll be Ethan. Dan doesn't say too much. When he does, it's good stuff. All right, leading off is Gabe O'Brien for the Cavaliers. And the first pitch is a called strike. O'Brien is 1 for 1. He has an infield single to second. It took a high hop. There's a chop foul down the right field line.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that this morning. How long that we have worked together? 10 years?
The two of us? In various, from one type of job or another?
In the sports
bit
world.
of that, because I met you the first year I worked for that other company, and and that was in 2010, so 11 years.
Just probably, so I make probably 6 or 7 in the sports world.
Yeah, because there was Thunderhawk football and Cowboy football. Here's the pitch, inside, ball 4. And Gabe O'Brien takes the pass. That'll bring up Jackson Vance, who's 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up. And on that double, that's where Gabe O'Brien was thrown out trying to score from first. Ryan Page waved him around and tried to count on his speed, and a really nice throw came in from out in right field from Halverson out there. And the first pitch is called strike over the outside corner. No balls and a strike. O'Brien takes his lead at first. And the pitch, high pop-up foul. Drifting over and making the catch is Dietrich. That's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Cole Leckvin. Leckvin is 1 for 2. He doubled in the second inning, knocking in a couple of RBIs, and then he grounded to third. First pitch is low for a ball. O'Brien takes his lead, and the pitch. It's low ball 2. Leckvin steps in. Here's a grounder out, short, flip to second for 1, throw to first, it's not in time. So Cole Leckvin gets on the fielder's choice. And O'Brien is thrown out at second. So that was Brunclick to Dietrich on that put out. Here's the swing and foul back as Leckvin was taking off for second. No balls, 1 strike. Mitch Voller is at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Grounded to third. His last time up, he has a strikeout and a walk. No balls in the strike, 2 down. Here's the pitch. Outside, Leckvin's heading off towards second, and the throw doesn't quite get there in time. Leckvin chugs in safely. Cavs have a runner at second now in scoring position. Pitch is outside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Fisk on the mound. He's at the belt. And the 2-1 pitch. Low for ball 3. Fisk is in relief of Hunter Ashland, who had a lot of trouble finding the strike zone. Walked 6 in the second inning. Here's the pitch. Foul back. And the count goes full. Fisk has settled down, hasn't allowed any runs since then. Fisk at the belt. The payoff pitch. Soft swing, slides out, and it drops in for a base hit out in right field. In to score is Leckvin. And checking in at first is Mitch Voller. So that puts the Cavs up 5-1. That'll bring up Zach Stang, and Stang is 0 for 2 with a walk. Back in at first is Voller. Zach Stang flew out twice to left field. Pitch is low, throw down to second, and he's in safe. Very close play at second, but Mitch Voller slides in safely. There's the pitch. High pop-up. Drifting back is Johns, and he makes the catch for the third out of the inning. So, for the Cavaliers, they do pick up on a run on one hit. There were no errors and one man left on base. We've completed 6, and it's the Cavaliers 5 and the Brill Millers 1. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
What to expect when you're expecting
Like here.
a teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys, preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
Ready for the... Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
And we're back here at Carson Park, heading into the 7th inning. Carter Hesselman back out for the 7th. Little action going on down in the Cavalier bullpen. Will Petrosky is warming up. Petrosky, the pickup player the Cavaliers have, that they got from the Eau Claire Rivermen. Left-handed. Hesselman has gone 6 innings. He gave up 1 run. It was an earned run. Back in the first inning. Hasn't allowed much of anything since then. The Millers did have the bases loaded in the 6th. But couldn't get anything across. And the first pitch is a swinging strike to Josh Halverson. He struck out twice, 0 for 2. Once was looking, once was swinging. And a called strike over the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Hesselman's 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. That's the 3rd time Halverson's gone down on strikes, the 2nd time that he's gone down looking. That'll bring up Todd Brunklick. Brunklick is 1 for 2. Singled when he dropped that Texas leaguer in between Vance and Voller. And then got on an error by Kapanke. First pitch is a little bit high for a ball. And another one that's just above the letters. Ball 2. Here's the pitch. And again, it's high. Ball 3. So Brunklick is probably taking this pitch. 3-0. Here's the pitch. And it's ball 4. One out, runner on first. Brunklick has reached all 3 times he's come to the plate. That takes us back to the top of the order of Bill Brown. Brown is 1 for 2. There's the pitch. That one's pop foul out of play. Brown had that infield single in the first inning, led off the game with it. Then a sacrifice bunt in the 3rd. And a pop foul to Pogo at first to end the 5th. 1 ball and 1 strike to Bill Brown. Here's the pitch. It's inside. 2 balls and a strike. Brown playing third base now. He started out at short, then went over to third when they made their pitching change. He has an open stance. Here's Hesselman's pitch. Coming straight back. That one's for you, Dan. Oh, Dan. You were supposed to catch that one.
So close on that one.
That was no more than 10 feet from you. And then it bounced straight across in front of your window.
Sure brought my glove.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, Dan, that was your big chance there. Someone looks over at first. Now, the 2-2 pitch. That one's fouled back. Off the post of the roof of the grandstand. Count holds at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Run click at first. Hesselman looks, now pitches. And it's a grounder. Hesselman has it. Throws over to second for 1. Throw to first. Double play! A 1-4-3 double play. So, for the Millers, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We played. Well, we head to the bottom of the 7th. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. And the score, Cavaliers 5 and the Brill Millers 1. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Let NLWN-TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ball game. It's WBA District Playoff time as the Cavaliers take on the Tri-County Timberjacks from Carson Park either tomorrow or Sunday depending on the results of this game. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show 20 minutes before the first pitch. That's live Cavalier baseball on tomorrow or Sunday on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Well, the first one's going to sing the 7th inning stretch, also won the Bible.
And we're going to get baseball's national anthem. Steve and Peter are leading the crowd in Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
This is for the Cavs and everybody else. All right, 1, 2, 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. So let's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
And, of course, a little rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And leading off for the Cavaliers, Tyler Herman. Herman got his even dozen number of times he's been hit by the pitch. This time he laces it out into left field, and it's an atom ball right out at Walters. Walters moved like 1 step to his right and then caught it. And that brings up Pogo. Pogo is 0 for 3. He popped out to second, struck out, and then first baseman took it unassisted. Just barely beat Pogo in the race to first. Pogo's due. Here's the pitch. Lines that one foul down the right field line. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the wind and the pitch. Joss missed outside. 2 balls and a strike to Pogo. Anthony Pogodzinski. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled off on the left side. Here's the 2-2 pitch. In the dirt. Count goes full to Pogo. Here's the pitch. Swing and fouled. Pogo got just a piece of it. It scooted underneath Johns. So he hangs tough. Count is full, 3-2. Payoff pitch. And that got Pogo. He's been taking lessons from Tyler Herman. And the umpire and the pitcher are going out to talk. Fisk is probably complaining that Pogo did not attempt to get out of the way. But Pogo's on first. That'll bring up Cole Timon. 0 for 2. Went down looking his last time up. Pitch is low and away for ball 1. He flew out to center and walked. He scored a run. Pogo takes his lead. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Pogo heads down to second. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch. And that's a called strike. Now the pitch. Grounder down to third. Scooped there by Brown. Throw over to first. And they're saying he's safe, and Timon's down. There was a pretty healthy collision at first base, and Timon is down. As they're tending to him, as he's not real quick to get up. Tell you what, we're going to take a bit of a timeout here. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning, and the score, Cavaliers 5 and the Brill Millers 1. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. This is unacceptable, and something Feeding America is working to solve. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States, including yours. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
And we're back here, and it's really good to see Cole Timon walking it off. He's probably trying to figure out whether he did all his Christmas shopping yet or not. So now there's 2 down. Pogo's on third. And Cooper Kapanke comes to the plate. Kapanke's 0 for 2. Grounded to short, lined out to short. Boy, that one was just barely. That had eyes for deep into the outfield on the ground. But Brunclick stuck his glove out, and all of a sudden, look what I found. First pitch is a swing and a miss for a strike. There's that knuckleball again, and it misses. It almost looks like the famous Ephus pitch that loops into the home. One ball, one strike. Pitch is high for a ball. That was a fastball high. Two balls and a strike. Kapanke hits it deep out into left field. That's going to bounce off the wall, and being played in, Kapanke checks in at second base. Pogo in easily. So Kapanke with a 2-out double to left field. And that'll bring up Gabe O'Brien. O'Brien is 1 for 1. Got an infield single to second. He's also walked twice. First pitch was a strike. That knuckleball misses. Ball 1. Fisk fires. That one catches the inside corner. Fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fisk at the belt. The knuckleball. Fly ball out into right field. Moving over foul territory is Halverson. He makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So for the Cavaliers, they pick up 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. We've completed 7, and it's the Cavaliers 6. And the Millers 1. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
And we have a new rump on the bump for the Cavaliers. It's Will Petrosky, the pickup player the Cavaliers got from the Eau Claire Rivermen. So, Hesselman went 7 innings, gave up 1 run on 5 hits, and let's see, he walked 1, 2, 3. 3 walks. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts. So leading off for the Millers in the top of the 8th is Kirby Brunclick. And the first pitch is a called strike. And the pitch is fouled strongly off the right side. Petrosky, big left-hander. And the pitch. Ground ball out to second. Leckman moves in, scoops, throws over to first. for the put out. That ball really slowed down in that infield grass. I think there's a little bit of dew out there right now. In fact, Kapanke's reaching down to feel it. That ball really slowed down. Almost allowed Brunswick to get the first on time. Chris Walters is up. First pitch is high for a ball. Walters is 0 for 2 and a walk. And the pitch is high and away for ball 2. A little bit of stretching going on down in the Cavalier bullpen. And another pitch is high for ball 3. And a 4-pitch walk to Chris Walters. We have Chase Brill down in there warming up a little bit. I think it's more stretching than anything. Looks like maybe Paul Petit. From this direction, it's hard to tell. So Walters at first. Brandon Johns comes in. He singled his last time up to center. And that's a pitch. Painted the stripe on Barstow Street, right down the middle. You know, Dan, nobody's questioned that. There is no stripe on Barstow Street. And the pitch catches the outside corner for strike 2.
This one street I haven't been on in a long time. I gotta get down Barstow more often.
And the pitch swing and a miss for strike 3. Second times Johns has gone down on strikes. Brings up Hunter Ashland. He also singled to center field his last time up. I was back in the 5th inning when the Millers ended up with the bases loaded and couldn't get anybody across. That one's fouled back off the face of the press box, off to our left. Ashland has also struck out and popped out to Kapanke in foul territory. Here's the pitch, a little low for a ball. Petrosky takes a look at first, and the pitch. It's in the dirt, it gets away from Timon, and down to second goes Walters. Two balls and a strike. Will Petrosky on the mound. He's at the belt and the pitch. That just missed. Must have been low, because it sure looked like it caught that inside corner. So Petrosky at the belt. The 3-1 pitch. And he missed ball 4. Timon thought he had it framed. Runners at first and second. Walters at second. Ashland at first. And that brings up the pitcher, Jer Fisk. Fisk is 0 for 2. Pop to second. And the first pitch missed inside. And then he hit a pop foul to Pogo at first. There's the wind and the pitch. Strike called right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Pop foul out of play. Walters took off on that pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down. 2 on. Cavs on top by 5. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Petrosky at the belt. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out into center field. O'Brien drifting back and makes the catch for the 3rd out. So, for the Millers, no runs, no hits, no Cavalier errors, and 2 men left on base. So we've completed 7.5, and it's the Cavaliers 6 and the Millers 1. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
And we're taking a look down in the Cavalier bullpen. I believe it's Chase Brill down there warming up. As soon as he turns around, we'll be able to find out And today I left the binoculars in the car, so I can't put the binoculars on it. Otherwise, Cassie would be all over it. And she's zooming in. She's using her electronic binoculars. And now he doesn't turn and face us. Sure, wouldn't you know? I do believe that's who it is, though. Yes, it's Chase Brill down in the bullpen. Fisk is on the mound for the Millers in the bottom of the 8th inning. He's been in there since the 2nd inning. If the Cavaliers can hang on to this one, they will play Sunday morning for a berth in the WBA state tournament that'll be held in Marshfield or Merrill, depending on which pool they get assigned to. Here's the pitch. It's outside for a ball. Jackson Vance in for the Cavs. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's a called strike. Evens the count at 1-1. And the pitch is in the dirt. Dan, you're looking at the schedule over there. There's a bunch of baseball here tomorrow. What's going on tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Saturday.
Yeah. Today's Friday, so that would make tomorrow Saturday. Should be 3 games.
Let's see, we have the Holman Features versus Plum City Blues.
What time is that one?
1 p.m.
And it's high.
We also have...
Count is full.
Let's see now.
And the line shot. It knocks Fisk down. He gets the ball but does not have a play. He got his glove up. It protected him. I think he's okay, but it knocked him off his feet. That's an infield hit for Jackson Vance. So it's an infield signal to the pitcher. Let me see this over here, Dan. We've got Holman Features taking on the Plum City Blues at 1 o'clock. Then at 4 o'clock, if things stay as they are right now, it will be the Brill Millers against the Tri-County Timberjacks. And then the loser of that Holman Plum City game will play the Glidden Orioles at 7 p.m. tomorrow. And then we have a couple games on Sunday as well. Line shot caught out by Second baseman Brunklick scurrying back is Vance. Fisk had to dive out of the way of that one, too. Takes us back to the top of the order for the Cavaliers. Mitch Voller, who singled to right field his last time up, got an RBI. He loops this one out into right center field, drifting back, and he can't make the catch. Was Brunklick diving into second and safe, and nobody covering third, but they get over there quickly. It's Jackson Vance. And we'll look and see if they put an error up or a hit up. They gave him a hit. So Voller gets credit for a hit to right center field. That'll bring up Zach Stang. Fouled out his last time up. He's walked and flew out twice to left field. Yeah, Brunklick kept drifting back into right field to make that catch on Voller's ball, and it was just behind him. Couldn't make the catch. Liner out into left field, that finds the ground. Rounding third and scoring is Jackson Vance. Voller checks in at third, and into second base is Zach Stang. So that makes the score Cavaliers 7 and the Millers 1. Cavaliers have runners at second and third. Tyler Herman coming to the plate. Herman is 0 for 2. He lined out to left and flew out to center. He walked, and of course it is Tyler Herman, so of course he was hit by a pitch too. First pitch is a strike. Here's the next pitch. It's high and away for a ball. You know, that knuckleball doesn't have much to it as far as speed. I don't think I'd be afraid to get hit by it either. Here's the pitch. That one's chopped foul toward the Cavalier dugout. But then he comes with his fastball every now and then. You better be ready to get out of the way of that one. There's the wind and the pitch. Knuckleball high. Two balls, two strikes. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. Count is full with one out. Runners at second and third. Stang is at second. Voller at third, and the pitch is outside. Ball 4. Tyler Herman draws the walk to load the bases. And that brings up Pogo. Pogo was hit by a pitch his last time up and scored a run. He's 0 for 3. So as we said last time up, he's due. First pitch is a ball. A little bit low. There's the pitch. That one's fouled off. One ball, one strike. Well, if Pogo could find the fan deck in right field right about now, it would end the game. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out into left center field, moving over, making the catch is Hunter Ashland, but in to score is Mitch Voller. So give Pogo a sacrifice fly. Voller comes in to score. Moving over to third is Zach Stang. Tyler Herman still on first. So the Cavs have runners at the corners with Cole Timon coming up. It's good to see Timon coming up and doing that after that collision at first. Here's the pitch. He grounded third and had that big collision his last time up. Fisk pitches. It's inside. Oh, they called it a strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, runners at the corners. Here's the pitch. It's outside. Zach Stang looking for that one to get past Johns behind the plate. Fisk delivers. Long fly ball. This one's deep back into right field. And it bounces for a ground rule double into the fan deck. I believe they're going to make Tyler Herman go back. Oh, no, it went over. They're calling it a home run. No, I think they're saying ground rule double. Yes, the base umpire is saying it's a ground rule double. It bounced and went over the fence. So Tyler Herman's going to have to go back. But Stang will score.
I think that's a home run.
I think it bounced on the warning track and went over.
I saw it going.
They are talking about it down there. But since the base umpire said it's a ground rule double, there's not much you can do about it. You're not going to win that argument. Well, it bounced over is what they're saying.
Right.
Bounced on the warning track according to the umpire. Cassie says she's got it on camera that the umpire made a mistake. But that makes it 10-1 with the game-ending run on third. Tyler Herman on third. Timon on second. Kapanke grounds it. It gets over the third baseman, and that's going to end the game. Kapanke checks in at second. And that, I'll check that the score, now the scoreboard changed their score. And that was a hit because it was cleanly over the third baseman's glove. Ground ball to short. Scoop. Throw over to first in time for the put out. So O'Brien grounds out 6-3. So the Cavaliers pick up 3 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. There were no errors, and a couple left on base. So, now we've got the correct score up on the scoreboard. After 8, it's the Cavaliers. Well, no, let me look here. Now they're saying it's 10. Let me look. I've got 9. I've got 3 runs that inning. Scoreboard says it's 4. But at any rate, we'll get it figured out, and now they're agreeing with us. So the score after 8. Cavaliers 9 and the Brill Millers 1. You're listening and tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Joe, spot on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
We're back here at Carson Park. Cavaliers have opened up a big lead, 9-1 as we go to the 9th inning. Dietrich, Halverson, and Brunklick due up for the Millers. And we have a high pop-up in foul territory. Pogo moves over, makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Josh Halverson. Halverson has struck out 3 times. Wait a second. We have a pinch hitter for Halverson. And it's Wyatt Bowe. Wyatt Bowe. And the ball is fouled back out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Did he get the name?
That foul ball is sponsored by Brill.
And the pitch is high for ball 4, so Wyatt Bowe draws a walk. And that due up is Todd Brunklick, but we have a pinch hitter again, and this is Thomas Richter. And the first pitch is a strike called. Long-legged Thomas Richter. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Yeah, I believe his legs come up to about my shoulders. And here's the pitch. High for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Petrowski fires, and it's a little low. Count goes even at 2-2. Will Petrowski on the mound, his 2nd inning of work. Trying to shut things down. It's not a save situation. Here's the pitch, fouled off. Count holds at 2-2. And the pitch is a called 3rd strike. That's the 2nd strikeout for Petrowski. And that brings up Bill Brown back at the top of the order. He grounded into that pitcher to second to first double play his last time up. Hesselman to Lekvin to Pogo. Doesn't quite have the same ring as O'Brien to Ryan to Goldberg, but it sure looked nice. The next pitch was a called strike. And a line shot out into left field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. So the Millers have runners at first and second.
The shortstop, Kirby Brindle.
That's the second hit of the night for Brown. Brings up Kirby Brunklick. He bunted for a single his first time up. Since then, he's popped out to left and grounded to second twice. The pitch is inside for a ball. 2 down, 2 on. Top of the 9th inning. Trosky looks in for the sign. And the pitch. Fouled off to the net. Petrosky at the belt. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He's at the belt. And the 1-2 pitch. Just missed. Just a little bit low. Here's the wind and the fire. High fly ball out into center field. This should do it. Moving over is O'Brien, and he makes the catch for the final out of the game. So no runs on no hits, or 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Final score, Cavaliers 9 and the Brill Millers 1. So the final numbers on this game, the Cavaliers 9 runs, 10 hits. They did commit 1 error, and the Brill Millers 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher tonight is Carter Hesselman. That'll move his record to 5-1. And the loser gets credited to Hunter Ashland. So the Cavaliers will take on the Tri-County Timberjacks on Sunday. First pitch at 11 o'clock. Our coverage begins at 10:40 Sunday morning. Tomorrow, the Brill Millers play at 4 o'clock against those same Tri-County Timberjacks. So, we'll be back right after this timeout with a little bit of talking baseball. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
We're back here at Carson Park and talking baseball.
You've been watching NLWN-TV's presentation of Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball live on the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Talkin' Baseball, with a look back at today's game.
Hey.
Okay.
If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets and all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749. Time now for Talkin' Baseball with a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. And now, back out to the ballpark.
And we're back out here at Carson Park. We're talking baseball, and with us right now is Ryan Page. Hey, 9-1. That's a pretty nice game.
Yeah, it's definitely a good start to this tournament. Good start to the weekend. Saw some really good pitching out of Hesselman and Will there, so it was a good night.
And what I really enjoyed seeing out of your guys is being highly selective and patient at the plate, because today it really paid off, because their starting pitcher, Hunter Ashland, in that second inning just couldn't find the plate, and you don't want to help him out any.
Right, yeah. At that point at the plate, all you can do is take what the pitcher gives you. And sometimes pitchers just don't give you anything. So.
And he wasn't, except he gave you free passes and ended up with 6 walks and walking in a couple of runs. And, you know, it's from a fan's perspective, it gets kind of a yawner after a while. But, hey, that's smart baseball to just wait for that.
Yeah, and like I said, that's just playing the game the way it's meant to be played. Like I said, I mean, even if it's a walk, you're still getting on base and helping out your team.
Okay, now, we were having the discussion up here with Cole Timon shot out there to right field. Did it clear the fence or did it bounce?
I thought it bounced.
Yeah, that was my thought too. I thought I saw it hit on the warning track and bounce over.
No.
And so we'll live with the umpire's call. You win that one, it's off to state.
Yeah, that's Sunday's definitely going to be a big one for us, and having tomorrow off is going to help. So. And them playing tomorrow means they're going to have to go through some pitching to get to us on Sunday. So, we're both going in at a game apiece. So, it's just going to be a question of who can hit the ball better and who's deeper in pitching.
And if they should go in there, the other thing that's working in your advantage, you only gave up 1 run. And if you do end up in a situation where they have to go to a tiebreaker, you're sitting in pretty good position right now.
Yeah, definitely. Carter and Will definitely put us in that position here tonight. So that's just one thing that you just got to keep on going, and not put too much pressure on our pitching staff. You don't want them to think about that at all. I mean, at this point, as long as we win, we're in. So that's all we got to worry about.
All right. Well, good luck on Sunday, and we'll be back and have you then.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
And we'll be back with more Talkin' Baseball right after this timeout. You're tuned to Talkin' Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
And we're back here at Carson Park. Rick Olson along with Dan Petchow. And Dan? Well, at least we got the controversy decided up here, whether it made it over the fence or not. Cassie says she has it on film that says it went over, but we'll have to take a look. But anyway, 9-1. Cavs looked pretty good tonight.
Yeah, they did. Carter Houseman had a great night out. And their new pitcher, he looked pretty good too. So.
Will Petrosky looked sharp for the last 2 innings. And they have some good pitching lined up to take them into Sunday. So things will be pretty good. And, of course, we're going to have that game on Sunday for you right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Give you a reminder of some other things that we have coming up. Don't forget, we still have tickets to give away on the Chippewa Valley Railroad. The Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLW-TV does have tickets to ride. That's right, we're giving away to a lucky winner 2 youth tickets during each Cavalier game that we broadcast. All you have to do is enter by sending an email to us at info@northernlightwebcasting.com. That's info@northernlightwebcasting.com. That's all one word. You can see it right there on the screen. The drawing will be on Sunday for that. And we will also have a couple tickets to give away Sunday as well that we'll have a drawing for on Tuesday for. So make sure you get those emails into us, and we'll be glad to get you some tickets for the Chippewa Valley Railroad. Also, don't forget to join NLWN-TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network on Friday, August 20th. That's 1 week from tonight, Dan. We're going to kick off the high school football season when we bring the Colfax Vikings taking on the Whitehall Norse. Coverage on the 20th begins with Viking pregame at 6:40 on both the Northern Light Webcasting Network, Audio Network, and NLWN-TV. So, Dan, we got one more baseball game, and then we get ready for football.
Time to switch gears.
Get the park out, because you know by the end of the football season, we're going to get snowed on. We got snowed on at the beginning of the baseball season. You know we're going to get snowed on by the end of the football season.
Oh, man. I'm not ready.
All right. So for Dan Petchow, this is Rick Olson along with Ann Monroe on the switcher and Cassie Nelson on the camera. You're tuned to Talkin' Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You've been watching Talkin' Baseball, a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. This has been a production of NLWN-TV.